I think you need to have passion. If you don't enjoy what you do, then you should go and find something else. In terms of Precision Group, we very much are passionate and committed to what we do and our purpose. It's very much part of our DNA.
In 1994, an irrepressible young corporate lawyer in Adelaide had had enough of dealing with insolvencies, bankruptcies, and what seemed like a never-ending line of people's financial miseries.
From that reflection came the strong desire to be involved in a business that created things, built things, made things better. Well, at the time, there were a lot of banks willing to do deals. At a relatively young age, I was able to acquire some assets with some opportunity.
And so the Precision Group was formed, with Shaun Bonètt at the helm, the driving entrepreneurial force behind a journey of property development and investment diversification success. 1997 saw the Precision Group's first major acquisition with the purchase of the Port Canal shopping centre and the adjacent Customs House building at Port Adelaide for $36.5 million.
At that time, Port Adelaide Plaza, or Port Canal as it was known, was owned by Babcock & Brown. It was a real ugly duckling. In fact, Babcock & Brown had tried to sell it for, I think, the best part of a year, and basically no one wanted it. And that really was my opportunity and Precision's opportunity of getting into larger assets.
Larger assets did indeed follow. In 1999, acquiring the $85 million Adelaide Central Plaza, a 6-level, 31,500 square metre project, the biggest in Adelaide's iconic Rundle Mall in more than a decade. Next, the target was Brisbane in 2003, with the $44.65 million acquisition of the AXA Centre, now rebadged as 144 Edward. Then Zurich's Brisbane office building in Ann Street for $49 million in 2005, and then in the same year Brisbane's Victory Hotel for $22 million. Melbourne was the next target in the Precision Group's impressive stable, with the $34.5 million acquisition of the Pran Central Retail Complex in Trendy Chapel Street. And then it was the turn of the Chevron Renaissance Centre on Queensland's Gold Coast, with a $74 million investment and a commitment to restore the centre to its former glory. 2016 saw the Precision Group move into the New Zealand market with the purchase of Takapuna's Shore City shopping centre. But Shaun has always had a soft spot for his very first key acquisition, Port Adelaide.
I thought that heritage was very unappreciated, and that development around the port was likely to be revisited, and certainly thought it was worthy of putting ourselves into that opportunity if we had a long-term commitment to it.
And the Precision Group did have a long-term commitment to Port Adelaide, holding on to the investment for the past 25 years and recently breathing new life into it with a stunning $75 million makeover.
I thought it was very much time that we really showed our conviction and commitment to it and go ahead with the redevelopment. I think it's really about working through what experience you want to provide the customer and hopefully trying to exceed those expectations. One thing about our business is that we do pursue excellence, and we are quite patient with waiting till we are comfortable and confident with the position that we've taken. I think on the third or even fourth attempt of really coming up with the right plan, I remember having a discussion with our COO, Trevor Dill, and he said, I actually think I'm happy with this. And if you know Trevor, that's quite unusual. Every box needs to be ticked.
That's in addition to BFT. We've already got that.
What we wanted to do with Port Adelaide was to, one, make sure that it was the right fit with our trade area. So when you look at a shopping centre and you take that white piece of paper and you start to create, you take into account what the market's needs are. And that's why, for example, in this shopping centre, we have about 25% of the specialty shop gross lettable area allocated to casual dining, because that's what we see the trade area wanting as it goes forward. The easiest way to describe the feedback that we're getting from our shoppers is to look at the sales numbers and the traffic numbers that come through the centre, and we see those exceeding our expectations, bearing in mind that this was developed and leased during COVID, and it's 95% leased. There's many shopping centres that have been around for years that, as a result of COVID, are not that well patronised, not just by the shopper, but also by our other customers, being our retailers.
This centre is building up. Everything's new. We think this place is a place to go, so we decided to move from the old mall to here.
The welcome for our store in particular has been incredible. We couldn't have asked for a better customer base and a better plaza to be a part of.
Well, there's 6 girls in my family. We all meet down here and come shopping. We bring mum down. The place is clean, which I really like, and great shops.
The retail outlets are very friendly and very caring towards the customers, which makes it really comfortable for people to shop. And I think it's modern, it's open plan, which is great.
I used to work here before the upgrades, and it's been nice to see the life brought back into the place.
Rising above the challenges of undertaking a major redevelopment in the face of a global pandemic, supply chain issues, rolling lockdowns and uncontrollable delays, the Precision Group team ultimately delivered a new state-of-the-art retail and community heart for historic Port Adelaide. Now boasting more than 29,000 square metres and home to more than 70 stores and services, the future for Port Adelaide Plaza looks bright. Customer traffic is set to exceed 3.5 million shoppers per annum, with retail spending forecast to grow to more than $1 billion within the next couple of years.
I think it's a shopping centre now that meets our trade area's everyday needs. I think it's an exciting place for people to go. It gives the Port Adelaide community a new village green, a new town square.
There's the element of actually being a positive contributor to the communities that we operate in, and in many cases enabling small businesses to establish and flourish. And of course, there's creating very passionate teams of people which actually make it all happen. I'm incredibly proud of what we've been able to achieve and what we've been able to deliver back to the community. The feedback, particularly from Port Adelaide residents, has been nothing short of overwhelming.